It's showtime.
Hello guys and welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kinks, joining me is Rapid, and here we are for Red versus bwL. bwL taking a quick 1-0 lead against our 4th place team Red in Group B. Kind of surprising result there, but still really well played by KuH in that PvP.
It's a PvP, right? So, what are you going to say about that? And really, any mirror matchup, when you make a decisive choice early on, like it works or it doesn't work, because the margin of error is pretty narrow there, especially in a PvP. It's like, it's as simple as, do you have one more Dragoon than your opponent? No matter how good cannons are, they're not the same. So, that's going to be it for Game 1. We're moving into Game 2. And actually, the further we get in this series, the better it gets. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so I mean, looking at game number 2 here, we've got BobMoo for bwL. This is going to be his debut match. He is, of course, Zerg, and he's going to be up against one of the stronger ZVZ players in the tournament so far. KuH is currently sat at 5 wins, 2 losses, a 71% win ratio by him here in the STPL. Kind of crazy. And they're going to be moving on to our oldest map in the pool. It's going to be Shin Peaks of Baekdu. Obviously this is a kind of cool map. There's lots of weird angles you can go through. This is going to be ZVZ, so the map features don't matter too much. Most of ZVZ is played through the air, and the two sort of paths you can go through with small units is going to be where the links are going to be running anyway. So can't wait to get into game 2 to find out exactly how this is going to play out, and to see if bwL can continue their lead, or is KuH going to bring it back for Red? And starting us off here in the top right-hand position, we do have the Purple Zerg fighting for bwL. It's BobMoo.
That's right, and his opponent, one of the best players in the STPL, in the bottom left-hand corner in the orange, playing for red, is KuH. You know, when this map, Shin Peaks of Baekdu, is in the regular, like, Pro League format, I think it's about 10 years old, right? Actually, no, it's older than that. This is like 2006, 2007. Made it into some WCGs and stuff like that. Back in the day, if you want to look at it that way, this was one of the worst maps that you could play PvT. Because of the staging areas, you just couldn't make it up there. So unless you had a bunch of gateway units to try to stop the siege push from coming across the map, it was really, really rough. Great map to play if you were Zerg versus Protoss, but obviously this is a ZVZ, so none of that racial imbalance will matter.
Not only that, but you also have, as you can see where both the overlords are going, one of the main map features of this map are these small paths that kind of cut the rush distance down for both players. Now the thing is, only small units, workers, Zerglings, can get through there. And obviously that means not only are they easy to break through, they're also easy to block. There's also a lot of small ramps all over the place. We see a lot of that coming into play in PvZ and PvP, but we could see it be used in here. If you can block the small ramps from your opponent, it does mean they have to run a very long way away. Now, BobMoo is actually going to be going for a 9 hatchery play here into a 9 spawning pool as well. So he's going for a very quick hatch. We're going to see a very quick speed and spawning pool coming in from KuH as well. So already a big sort of set of diversity in the builds.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it so? Last time I saw this, and this is like pretty rare. It's not one of the top 3 ZVZ builds. Last time I saw this was a Ling all-in. Obviously, you're gonna see the hatchery with the Overlord and know the timing of that. It is earlier, so it's gonna finish before the Zerglings get here. So it's not like if it was like a 12 hatch.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean it's still essentially a 9 pool, so you're gonna get pretty decently fast Lings. They're just not out yet.
Yeah, the trouble is the Lings from KuH, due to the fact the map has got a very short rush distance, the Lings are already out. The Lings are actually going to be able to get into the main if they want to. BobMoo immediately starting Lings on all of his lava. But is he going to lose the hatchery before he can even get the Lings to defend it? Has this been worth it? His entire build has been
I'm
to
not
build
sure
this
why.
hatchery.
I'm not sure why he didn't pull drones. I mean, you can hang on like not easily, but like not terribly difficultly if. Wow, I just made up that word.
Yeah.
If you do pull some drones early, obviously pulling drones sucks in a ZVZ. But if you have the larva advantage and you can keep that alive, like that's one of the win conditions in ZVZ is just out larvaing your opponent.
You know, one big thing we can notice on the map, KuH has decided to send 2 Lings around the top of the map now. He's going to come back in for a counterattack. Luckily for BobMoo, he has a couple of Lings in position.
Oh,
No!
they're not on attack move. They're just rallied. Now he's gonna lose drones. Oh,
Oh,
I
and he's
think
even
I'm
losing
start-
all his Lings in the middle. I think KuH has managed to do it. There's going to be very little that BobMoo can actually do to defend this. He's lost 4 drones already. Could he even lose a 5th? He does. And BobMoo's build has been completely countered by a 9 pool.
6
GG.
drones. And that's why you don't see that build too often, especially against 9 pool speed, which is kind of the litmus test for do you get to use this build ever. You know, you got to either have a better way to defend or not do that build on a map with insanely short rush distance.
Yeah, that was surprising. I think that build would definitely work a little bit better even on 4-player maps because you're obviously not guaranteed to get
Yeah.
scouted right away. But the second that KuH saw that hatchery with his Overlord, he had Lings already on the way, and there was very little that BobMoo could have done about it. Now we're going to be back in just a minute with game number 3, which is going to be a TVP between KuH and Castle. See you guys very soon.